All right, my Pitman Panthers. The last section here on your page, your informational page, is titled Becoming a Great Scientist by Being Safe. You guys know that I am always about that safety, and it is no different now that you're at home. If anything, I want to make sure that you're even more safe there because I'm not there to help you, except for on the phone or on the computer, right? But here are some tips for you and some things that I want to make sure that you do anytime I give you instructions to do a hands-on activity or experiment, okay? First, only do teacher-approved experiments and activities, which means ones that I give you, ones that your homeroom teacher gives you, those are fine. Those are good. If you have another idea, it's not that we don't want you to do it, but we want you to tell us about it first so that we can make sure that you have what you need to stay safe for it, okay? The next one, only conduct experiments and activities when there is an adult to support you. Now, this one is, I can't even stress to you how important this one is. Anytime I give you an activity to do, that's building something, creating something, if it's a worksheet, no, an adult doesn't have to be there for you. But if you are doing some type of an experiment, you must have an adult in the room or in the house with you, okay? And I'm gonna say it has to be an adult, not just maybe a little older brother. It needs to be an adult, okay? Because if anything happens, I just wanna make sure that you are safe and somebody is there to help you. The next one, and I always tell you guys this one, before you start any experiment, read all of the directions first, all of them. Read the entire thing. Then go back to the beginning, start reading through it step by step and doing the activity or experiment. Now the next one is more if you have like little baby brothers or sisters around. Some of the things that we have for science might be dangerous for those little babies, right? So I want you to make sure that you keep all of your science things in a safe location, up on a shelf where little ones can't reach it, or in a cabinet that they can't get to. Just keep them in a safe place. The next one, choose an appropriate location to complete your science experiments and activities. So let's say we make slime one day, or I give you the directions to make slime, and we're experimenting with that. Probably wouldn't be a very good idea to do that experiment in a living room with carpet, because if you spilled it, it would get all over that carpet and be very hard to get out. But maybe in a kitchen where there's a tile floor or something like that. But just thinking about your space, if we do something where something has to shoot high up into the air, well, you might want to go outside for that, okay? The next two are huge ones that I always tell you about in when we're in the science lab at school, is no food or drinks in your workspace. So if you're at the computer with me, that's your workspace. We're not gonna have food or drinks there because again, we may be doing an activity that has something that looks very similar, and I don't want you to mistake that, okay? And the next one, don't put anything in your mouth unless the teacher has told you to. So any of the things we do, yes, you guys all know we do sometimes use food items for our experiments. Does not mean that you can eat them. That can be very, very dangerous. So everything stays out of your mouth unless I have given you permission to eat it or your teacher has, okay? Now the next one, I'm trying to get science kits for you guys. I'm still working on it. But the next one says, wear goggles, gloves, and aprons when appropriate. Just like at school, we occasionally would bring out the goggles. Most activities you guys will be doing at home, you won't need those things. But if you have them, it's never a bad idea to wear them when you're doing your science. You'll see me in my lab coat probably pretty often, just in case, you know, I don't want to get myself messy, all right? But I am trying to get some science kits for you guys that will have some of those items in them for you. So we're gonna kind of like wait to hear about that one. And then the last one on here is to wash all the surfaces. So all of the tables or floor, wherever you're working, wipe all that down, clean it up really well. Don't make your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa clean it up after you. That's your experiment, your mess. You would clean it up at school, so you're gonna clean it up at home too, right? So you wanna make sure you clean all that up, but also make sure you wash your hands. Because again, some of the stuff that we will be, you know, using, you don't want that to get all over the place. So make sure you clean your hands really well. So those are just some of our, you know, basic rules and safety. And so I think now we're ready to really dive into our science time. I'll see you in class, guys. Bye.